Today is Constitution Day, and Northern Michigan University hosted a special guest. Robert Allen Edgar is a Vietnam veteran, constitutional law scholar, and retired federal judge. He hosted a lecture called The Supreme Court Unhinged, a retired federal judge's perspective on the Constitution and Supreme Court. His lecture covered how citizens have lost confidence in the Supreme Court and the current efforts to reform it. He says it's important for students to understand how the Supreme Court works.
But what the Supreme Court does has a momentous effect on what all of our lives. For example, the abortion decision that has an effect on us. The presidential immunity decision has an effect on us.
Edgar served on the U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of Tennessee. He was appointed by Ronald Reagan.